So we are at the National Museum of the United States Air Force, located up in Dayton, Ohio. And they have some really neat exhibits here. We're in the early time of flight here. Of course, Dayton is the home of the Wright brothers. And they have a replica Kitty Hawk over here. But here's some of the older planes here. There's the replica of the Kitty Hawk. Of course, to where Kathy and Morgie are. So here you go. You see they have aircraft hanging from the ceiling and everywhere. We'll get more into the World War II era later on. What? Well, I mean, yeah, you'd think.
But it looks different than it.
They've done a lot of remodeling and moving displays. Oh no.
We're basically going on a loop.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna go out the way we came, and then we're just gonna keep going down.
Yeah. Here's where they talk about the Army buying new airplanes. And then here's the weapon, supposedly that was shot from the first airplane, or first shot fired from an airplane, I should say. Pretty cool. And then that's their badges here. Now we're getting into the World War I airplanes. As you see, they have them hanging from the ceiling, and
That or I put it in Dad's basket.
there's a scabbard there. That's Rockwell scabbard. But there's 4 big buildings here, and in the buildings they have a lot of displays going, like I said, from early World War I to modern day. We'll hopefully get to that. The museum is open from 9 to 5 through the week. They do have a cafeteria which closes at 4, which we probably won't go up there, not this trip anyway.
Yeah. Like 124 years. Well, now we go into space, you know.
That's still next to Ohio. Shine in the place that involves the sky.
Yeah.
It gives a little snippet about this here is a Newport 28, which is here. And above us, there's hanging a... So that German plane right there is a Fokker, F-O-K-K-E-R, DR-1, right there. And let's carry on. Here is a F-1 Camel, and the plane next to it is another German airplane, and that's the name of it. I'm not even going to try it, even though I have a German background. I'm not even going to try that word. But yeah, let's carry on. This is a SPAD 13. Like I said, they covers a lot of military aviation in here, from, you know, pre-World War to present day. There's the Bug. Imagine flying that little thing. I guess that was a flying torpedo or a flying bomb. And just some of the engines. Just some of the engines from the planes here. Now we're getting into the World War II era of the fighters. Here's the first one of the Japanese fighters here. I don't know if this is a bomber or a torpedo. Here's a British. This is a BT-14. Make it look like it crashed and they're repairing it. This Japanese fighter over here is we're gonna find out. So this Japanese fighter is a 047B, I think. Oh, it was marked up, looked like to replicate the Japanese fighter. Okay, for training purposes. This here is an A-17. Some of the ammunition and payload they would carry. There's a B-10. There's the V-10 here. Does that end over there?
I mean, it's kind of
Okay. And so we are still like in the World War One era, coming into World War Two. This is like the beginning of World War Two era vehicles and so forth. So this is one big circle here. Ooh, what's this? This would be a MB2. Definitely looks like a bomber. Pretty interesting. What's neat with these exhibits, they'll add like vehicles and stuff to the displays to give it the authentic. Like here's a Ford Model T ambulance. So this area is the area we would be in like right before World War II starting, so. Like I said, there's 4 big buildings here that cover everything.
You need to go to the bathroom, Riggs?
There's Morgie. Hey, the Morgue. She's singing. She must be getting tired. So this is the display for concentration camps, World War II. Like, here's a uniform, concentration uniform there.
I'm sitting here now, I'm shaking all over. Shaking all over and talking about it 50 years later. But it never goes away, you know. I dream of it, then all this other stuff just flashes right up before my eyes. It looks so real, and for a second, you think you're there. And it's hard to get out of your mind. And I don't think that anybody will ever had that kind of experience will ever get that out of their mind. They had no idea what they were saying essential. And it was bad enough to see death on the battlefield when the enemy was shooting at us. But to wouldn't see death on this grand scale.
Now we're making our way into the World War II era. Like here's a P-35. So I believe this is where the Memphis Belle will be sitting. I think she's sitting back behind in the corner back here. But we'll get to her. Yeah, I see her tail. But there's a P-35. This here is a display This is what the USAAF personnel would be wearing, fighting on the ground. Here's a trainer over here. This is what they used to train the pilots. Let me flip it around and show you guys. So that's what a trainer does back in the day. Pretty interesting. Let's see what plane is where we're rolling under now. We're rolling, rolling, rolling. This is a B-18A. So you can actually walk up under here. It's pretty dark in there, so but here's the bomb doors here. That's an FA-330 helicopter above us, right there. And this is this one here. I think is the P-51. Let me check. Oh no, it's a P-40E. So this is right before the P-51. This is what the Flying Tigers flew in China during World War II. There's the flag for the unit there. This one here is a B-25B. Smaller bomber. Let's see what it. I believe this was with the B-25 Mitchell. The Doolittle Raiders basically is what flew this one here. Let's get a picture of it up front. Oh, you can go up there and see it. Let's go. They use every square space in this place, I tell you. And there's my baby out back. Here's an AT-9 and a P-22 recruit up top. There's a P-22 and the AT-9. And let's go take a look at this B-25 Mitchell over here. This is what Doolittle Raiders would fly. Check that out. Pretty cool. And they're loading a bomb. They're loading up the ordnance now. There's a display about the women in the Air Force back in the day. Here's an AT-10. Like I said, they have tons and tons of displays in here. Here's an AT-11 from World War II. Another bomber. Now that's just the name of the plane, so that's a B-24D. B-24D Liberator. You can see the mannequin up there in the cockpit, on the nose turret. Let's carry on, shall we? Yeah, you see what I see. We'll get over there just a second. MC-200 Stetta. I'm wanting to think that is a German fighter. Let me look. We have a Spitfire over here. There's a Spitfire. Yeah, I think so. It's nice and tucked up under the B-25 here. And here's the Liberator over here. The tail end of it, I should say. There's a waist gunner. That is a non-functional instrument. And here's a tail gunner for the Liberator. Let's back over. Well, folks, here it is, the Memphis Belle. This is the original bomber from World War II. Brought it here to Dayton area. They did restore and now have it on display. But this is the famous bomber, and from the movie and everything else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 25 bombing missions they did. You could tell that by the all the bomb painting of the bombs there for each of their bombing missions they did. Just think. We'll do a full underneath tour of it. Here's some of the bay area here. There's the ball turret there. Sits underneath the belly of the plane. Imagine sitting in that little thing. That'd be crazy. Here's the tail section of the Memphis Belle. Pretty cool. This here was a German 18mm cannon. This one here is a Me-262, which is one of the first fighter jets that Germany used during World War II. And next to it we have, is that a Corsair? We'll find out. This is a P-47D Razorback. This, oh, it's a nickname Razorback, but it's a Thunderbolt. Called the Fiery Ginger. Here's an A420. Look at all the bombing runs they did on that one. Like I said, there's just so many planes to cover. You can't cover them all in one visit. Now this one here we're coming up on is very famous during World War II. This is one of the planes that dropped the nuclear bomb. This one dropped it on Nagasaki. It was the boxcar. And like I said, I'm surprised this one's not in one of the bigger museums, but it sits here at the National Museum at the Air Force in Dayton. B-29. And that was this is a replica bomb that they would dropped on Nagasaki. Let's see. That's Fat Man there. That's a replica of that. Here's a replica of the little boy. A lot of history in these walls, a lot of history. So now I think we're going to make our way over to modern day. Now we're in the Vietnam and Korean War era. So we're going to walk over towards the Korean War era. There's a cargo plane, C-124. You can actually go up in there. Nah.
Or can you stay with us?
Yeah. You gonna take this up with you?
If you want me to.
Yeah, record in there for me. It's already recording.
Can you imagine flying in this?
I can just imagine how cold it got. I would think.
Yeah. Probably being up in the air. Oh, here, look, heating for the cabin.
Huh, well, that's my question. I think. I can't imagine though. Like, I don't know if it's true, but I can't imagine just jumping off from here.
Like on the back of the plane?
Yeah, no thank you. I'm not that crazy. And then sometimes when I fall brain cells.
Doo-doo-doo.
Which way? Do we want to go that way?
Yeah, we can. Whee! So Kathy took you guys up into the C-124 cargo plane. Now we're going to head into the Korean War era of planes. Do what?
Vietnam.
Vietnam. Morgan back here talking.
Sometimes we think that's why he had so many demons, because so many of his friends went to war and didn't come back. I need to get some kind of like, something, like a basket or something. to put it
For
back
this,
in.
yeah. There's not many planes in this area. You could take a walk through a.
You want to walk through here? I'll stay with her.
Sure.
Watch your head. Do you want me to drive it down to the end so you can? I'll meet you down there. I'll just push Morgan.
I'll take it. I'll take it down and walk back. Hey. Hey. So we're getting ready to walk through the fuselage of this bomber from the Korean War era.
There's no way I would have been able to carry Sissy through here.
Very low ceiling. No wonder why you had to be tiny to be a pilot. I mean, here's the pilot seat here. Here's a co-pilot seat. Here's some controls on the floor here. Here's a navigator seat, I guess. Engine controls. Man, I remember going through this when I was little. It was easier then. Not now. So here's the gun turret area for the top turret. Let me show you inside here. Here's a crew tunnel, so you crawl over the bomb bay. Here's a radio operator seat, looks like. Look how tiny that is. That's really tiny. Now we're walking over the bomb bays. And the crew tunnel is above my head. Now this is the wings here. Oxygen tanks. Some more of the ordnances. That's really tiny. Oh.
I was so claustrophobic.
Oh, I know. I thought the seats on like
I guess they train
airliners are small.
I asked her, I asked her again, I said, are you bored? She's like, and I said, Morgan, are you bored? And she does this. Look at
Are
her
you
fingers.
are you bored?
She thought she was going to go on vacation.
Is that what you did? You thought you were going on vacation? I believe this one here is an F-22 with some business material there. Yeah, it's an F-22 Raptor. Check that out. That'd be fun to fly, I think. Now we're gonna head to the Cold War Gallery on our way to the Presidential Gallery. This is the Cold War era.
Aircraft arrived in Berlin on the average of one plane every 3 minutes. This constant stream of aircraft demanded strict adherence to established procedures and extensive maintenance and logistics. Air traffic controllers and traffic personnel were constant control of the area.
Wow. I guess they used to drop coal and stuff over Berlin. Yeah, just not enough time to cover everything in one visit here. Old radio receiver. Now we're in the Cold War era. They definitely moved a lot of planes around. There is one thing I want to look at while we're here on this visit. I'm going to go over here just a second.
Do we still want to go straight to the airport residential?
Yeah. So those of you who remember Orange County choppers on the Discovery, here's a B-2 bomber right above it. So those who remember Orange County choppers on Discovery Channel, they built a chopper for the Air Force, and the chopper sits right here. Let's see if I can get. So there's the chopper from OCC, Orange County Choppers. And there's a little snippet about it here. Next up would be the missile gallery. Look how tall these are. These are huge. This is the missile gallery here. That's crazy. That's nuts. These are huge. So we're making our way to the presidential aircraft, which are in Building 4 here. Here's the Valkyrie here. See if I can get some information on it. It's a big plane. Let's see what it says about the Valkyrie here. So this Valkyrie here was going to be the first supersonic bomber. This is the very first one that rolled off the assembly line. They built 3. Well, they built 2. This one here, displayed at the Air Force Museum. There's a long neck. They built 2. The third one wasn't completed. This one was the very first one in flight, and then the other one unfortunately got destroyed in a mid-air collision. So don't know how that happened. It didn't say, but here's an X-29 above us. That's a interesting NASA plane. A hovercraft. A NASA type helicopter. It's an interesting way to launch an airplane. The X-13. They still have plenty of room for more expansion. Here's a Strike Eagle. F-15. Troop carrier. And here we go. So this is Air Force One that brought John F. Kennedy back from Dallas. Communications area. Galley. Really tight quarters.
Is that a little kitchen? Oh, that's where the microwave is. Are you okay? I shocked you, didn't I? That's where the microwave and the oven. I'm sure they have something better than that.
Here's the offices.
You got plate or you got seats. Hang on. God, don't be claustrophobic. We got seats. Look! Lily, look! There's the office. You see it? That's part of the office, and there's a TV and a bathroom. How neat is that? Just right here. This big thing's a TV.
Wow.
And then look, there's more seats.
Well, it's already more luxury.
Yeah, but not like, nowhere not like it is now. And then look, here's where they probably eat. Oh my goodness, this is tight.
Plenty of seating, huh?
I can turn like that? Okay.
Plenty of seating.
Yeah, they got lots of seating. Come here, Lily. Hold on.
Personal pause to use the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Like sit
Keep
down.
getting shocked. Hang on.
Pretty cool.
Hang on, baby.
Wow. So this is Air Force One that brought John F. Kennedy back from Dallas to Washington. And this would probably served as Kennedy's Air Force One prior to his assassination. Pretty big plane. So that was our trip. Out to the National Museum of the Air Force up here in Dayton, Ohio. So we're gonna probably come back up here sometime in the summer. We don't have 18 inches of snow on the ground. Not really much 18, but yeah. So until we see you in the next video.